Madagascar, what an incredible movie from DreamWorks. In this video, I'm going to show you things you didn't know. A bunch of references about Madagascar. So come closer. Be more than welcome to Cine Lovers. In one scene where Alex is kind of isolated on the island, we can see that he's accompanied by Wilson, a clear reference to the movie Castaway, which by the way stars Tom Hanks, who is also the original voice of Woody in Toy Story. The scene where Marty is walking down the street is a reference to Saturday Night Fever with John Travolta. And another reference in that same scene is Marty looking at a woman wearing a striped shirt, just like in the movie. Even the woman's haircut is pretty similar. Later on, when Marty is talking to a horse, we can spot the HP logo. HP is the main computer brand used by DreamWorks Studios, the company behind Madagascar, Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, and many other films. The original voice of Alex is done by Ben Stiller, who's very well known for Night at the Museum, but the poses Alex makes at the zoo are actually references to the poses Ben Stiller does in Zoolander. And when Marty is surfing, the Hawaii 5.0 theme plays. The same one from the TV series Hawaii 5.0, which also plays in Shrek. In Madagascar 2, we get to see part of the childhood of Alex, Marty, Melman, and Gloria. In one scene, we can see the Twin Towers, a really cool tribute from the creators. Have you ever noticed Alex's hand? I don't think you have. Take a look at this. There's a birthmark on Alex's hand, and also on his family's. And that mark is shaped like the African continent, with the island of Madagascar next to it. And just so you know, this mark wasn't in the first movie. The creators added it starting in the second film. The directors of Madagascar are Eric Darnell, who also directed Ants, and Tom McGrath, who directed Megamind and The Boss Baby. Are you enjoying the video? Then don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you're new, or drop a like and share the video. In Monsters vs. Aliens, there's a scene from Madagascar. In Flushed Away, we see a plush toy of Alex. I watched Flushed Away several times and never noticed it. I know that you probably didn't notice either. Or maybe you did, but I don't think so. And in the movie Turbo, we see the chimpanzees from Madagascar. To save Alex and his dad, the monkeys link their arms, a reference to the Barrel of Monkeys toy, which is also referenced in Toy Story. When the penguins are flying away in the plane, we can see the plane leaving a really strong trail of light, like a big flash. This is a reference to Star Trek and also Back to the Future, when the DeLorean starts flying. When Alex enters the casino, it's a classic reference to Mission Impossible. A lot of animated movies reference Mission Impossible and Back to the Future. And that Disney movie, The Wild, remember it? Disney released it in 2006, and a lot of people thought it was a copy of Madagascar. But both movies were being made at the same time. I don't know if one company knew about the other's project, but DreamWorks definitely finished first, and Madagascar was released first. If The Wild had come out before Madagascar, there's a good chance it would have been seen as better than Madagascar. And it would have been the opposite. Madagascar would have looked like the copy. But, yeah, I don't know if DreamWorks got kinda mad about that or if it was just a reference. But in Madagascar 2, one of the lions is this guy right here. Does he remind you of anyone? Scar, from The Lion King. And if you want to know more about this DreamWorks versus Disney drama, click this video to get the full story. The zoo in the movie is real. It's the one in Central Park in New York. And the movie nailed it. Like, it looks identical. The animation really captured the real place perfectly. Talking a bit more about the penguins and King Julien, they weren't supposed to be that important. They were meant to be side characters, but they became so popular that they ended up getting their own movies and series. King Julien got a show, All Hail King Julien, which came out in 2014, has 5 seasons and is on Netflix. The Penguins got a solo movie, Penguins of Madagascar, which also came out in 2014, and a series with 3 seasons that started in 2008. Now, references in Madagascar 3. When the monkeys are throwing bananas at the captain, that's a reference to X-Men Origins, and right after that, to The Matrix. When they're signing the circus contract, you can see the date on the paper, June 2012. That's when Madagascar 3 came out. You might be wondering, since I talk a lot about the Oscars and animation, did Madagascar ever get nominated or win anything? Unfortunately, no nominations and no wins, but it should have. Now let's talk about the voices in Madagascar. Alex is voiced by Ben Stiller. Melman's voice is by David Schwimmer, who plays Ross in Friends. Now for Gloria. This is cool. They considered Madonna and Jennifer Lopez, but ended up choosing Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith's ex-wife. She also acted in A Nutty Professor and Angel Has Fallen. And Marty's voice is by Chris Rock. Everybody Hates Chris was inspired by his life. To find out everything about Madagascar 4, which is confirmed, click here now. And to understand that Disney the wild drama I mentioned, check out this video. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video here on Cine Lovers.